Hello, friends. I wanted to share something with all of you that I shared with some of my close family members many years back, almost about 15 years or more than that. And that I call 10 things that one should remember in their life. Very simple stuff, not very complicated gyan. So, what I'm actually trying to say is that you are there and your life is encountering many complexities as we grow up in our life, as we socialize, as we network, as we build business, we create wealth. There are many complexities in life that are served. So, amidst all of these things, what I realized was that something that will never go away from you are 5 things, right? The first is your parents. Your parents will unconditionally love you. There is not much of expectation from them. They would, want you to succeed, do well. That is the only expectation they have. They don't have expectations like other that everything that they do in return, they want something for themselves. They want all good for you. So that is the parent, number one thing. The second thing is your children. They will not go away from you, or you will not let them go away. But generally, whatever they are, like when they're going through adolescence, there is some amount of peer pressure. They have to behave in certain way. You might feel that they're going away from you, but then eventually they will come back to you. They are always yours, and they are carrying a lot of you in them, right? You are part of their existence. You have gone into their genes. You're there in their emotions. So the unconditional love that you give them, the same amount of love is going to come back from them once they get into this awareness of this relationship, this umbilical cord relationship with the mother and genetic relationship with father. Once they understand, they will know that you always belong to them, they always belong to you. The third thing is home. But the home has to be your own home. Either it is built by your father or it is built by you, but has to be debt free, something that you can call your own fully. That it is your home. It is not a bank's home or, lended by some bank and or you have a partnership with someone. Not that kind of home. Home is small, big, whatever size it is. Your home, truly your own home, where you will find peace, where you, when you come back, you feel that this is your own space where you find your happiness, your peace of mind. So everything that is there in the home, it belongs to you. You should love them, care for them, talk to them, uh, feel them, and then you will see that whenever you come back home, they are all kind of, jumping on you, they're bouncing on you, and they feel nice about your coming back home. So can you develop this kind of feeling with your own home? This is the third thing. The fourth thing is your memories. So we are born with some memories. They are somewhere which are very obvious, which are manifested. Uh, some are unmanifested. Some of these psychologists like Sigmund Freud and all have done a lot of interpretation about the psychology of mind and where uh, everything is drawn from that memory lake. And that memory lake is what um, is used in your dream state, in your interactions with people, when you talk to them. Where do you actually tap it from? It's like some of the experiences are stored. If you give some reaction, it is based on that memory lake and some experience that had happened in the past. And if you see some nightmare, you see something in the dream, some of the things that you correlate, recall, and all, where does it come from? It all comes from that memory lane and memory lake, which has been probably your experience in this life, and then It may be beyond life as well, right? Some of the research scientists, human research scientists, have actually claimed few things on this, and they're proven also. So that aspect of it. So if you remember that, your memories are always there with you. You can recall few things and make yourself happy. And the last thing is one friend that is always yours, which is your mind. Mind is always your best friend. If you understand how mind works, if you befriend it, then it will do all the trick for you. So 5 things is what I will talk about while I'm talking about 10 things that you should remember. Okay. So these 5 things are going to be at the core, but around that 10 things that you can remember them as a lesson, right? I don't remember everything by heart, but then at least, these are pointers, so I can recall them, as in when I need. And then I see applying these things or not. Not all the time you can remain in the balance, right? Balance of your mind. Sometimes your mind gets wavered. You suddenly become sad. You suddenly joyous. So these 10 things can bring you into the centered awareness of what you could be doing. So here we begin, right? First thing to remember, build and groom your family. So your wife, your children, your parents who have actually groomed you, now you need to take care of them. There are a few things that you might need to do for your parents, taken good care of, and a lot of things that you have to do for your kids. Invest in them, plan for their education, provision them with everything that will help them learn faster, learn more, learn good things, etc. So you need to have a purpose as a vision around which you want the direction of your family to be. And you may not have accomplished a lot of things, but then with whatever experience you have got, if you can draw a framework under which there are do's and don'ts very clearly listed over there, which your children, your family members can draw lessons upon from, then it will be a very nice thing. So even if they would do things in their own way, but they can always reflect that framework and see that, I may not be able to do everything, but then this is what is going to make me happy, make my father happy or my mother happy. So groom your family in such a way that uh, uh, there is a charter, there is a vision, there is a mission. How much of that is accomplished by you, how much of that is accomplished by your family members is all, leave it to the destiny. It will unfold the way it will. Um, so build and groom your family, around that purpose and vision, etc. The second is build your own home. So I talked about home, which is debt free, should be debt free, your own space where you find peace, where you are creative, um, where you find your happiness, uh, where you belong to things, equipment, gadget, assets, walls, ceilings, fans, televisions, all your devices, laptops, library, everything that you have, is kind of spend time with it and make sure you are cleaning it up. Like, his home is like your family, right? So spend time with that family member, clean it up, do the maintenance. If anything is broken, repair it immediately. Do not postpone it. It's like, someone got sick and you've not taken care of. So that way, if your home is not in good condition, you need to immediately attend to it. So that's how you call your home your family member again. The third thing is mental homecoming. When you come home, don't leave your mind away. You come fully back home with all your emotions, intellect, all. When you are home, you are home. Don't bring your office at home. And make sure you spend time fully with your family at home. Spend time to take care of it and do exercises, meditations, feel the air. Then make sure it is kept nice and is not very noisy. So what will give you peace, happiness is how your home should be designed. So design it nicely, design it to suit your taste, design it to give you peace, design it to make you feel happy. that is where you will feel like coming back all the time. Right? If you go on your couch, you feel like, spending time over there and sleep like a baby. Design it in this way, keep it in this way. Feels like, you can relax here. The fourth thing is love your home like family member. So, like you plan for your kids, plan for your home. When should it get painted? When should it be dusted? When it should be repaired? What are the new things to be added with the time, etc. Let it stagnate. It has to grow. It has to grow like your kids would grow, right? So, time to time, keep on making some changes. Don't make it very monotonous and boring, etc. And love it. Uh, so how do you show your love, right? It's like, if you feel that, this space is a live space. It's like it's a living space. Living means not for your living. It's like it it is alive. The space has to be alive. And then you feel in love with some life only, right? You can't be falling in love with dead things, right? So even if it is a stone, gem, right? It belongs to you, feel it. So that's the fourth thing. The fifth thing is love your good memories and recall them periodically. So you have many good bad memories. The good ones are where, like, for example, you might like some songs um, of your young age or adult age, um, which actually gives you very nice, comforting. It gives you very very good feeling. Um, so try recall all those things. There have been people, who were very nice to you, some teachers, some of your friends. Recall them. Your habit of recalling them at least 2 or 3 times in a day, like put together 10-15 minutes, will be a very nice thing to happen. So, like, if there was a movie that you saw and it was very inspiring, and when you think of that movie, some of the dialogue, some of the songs over there, it actually makes you feel good. So that's the fifth thing. Sixth thing is mind is your best friend. So befriend your mind. Mind is not your enemy. It has been entertaining you. It has taken care of you ever since you were born, and becomes sad when you are sad. Mind is happy when you are happy. So understand how it works and use the power of mind to grow in life, to be able to understand the existence, your own existence, uh, to understand uh, the impact of everything that happens to your body and mind and intellect. Uh, Understand all that impact. And mind is what is engaging in the world outside and through the senses inside. If you understand this operating procedure of this mind, you actually uncover a very powerful tool with you. So that's the sixth thing, and it never goes away from you. Mind will always remain with you. It was there before your birth. It is there in this birth, and I don't know if there is rebirth, etc. If it is there, then it will go with you. Is what Gita says. It carries all the impressions of your mind. All the impressions in the mind are carried forward to the next life. The seventh thing is the God is always there in everybody's life and mind, right? So, and then we are all in the pursuit of God. We want to see God. We don't get to see God so easily. So, one thing which is very obvious is that your mother is a God. So, your mother is an obvious God. If given you birth, you've been always happy in her lap. She is always taken care of it, and are very, very unconditional. Father may be a bit rude sometimes, but then obviously has the same kind of emotion for you. But mother is like, will go to any extent to save the child. Obviously, father also, no denying what there. But what is said is that mother is the just next to God. Okay, father could be the next to next, but then mother is an obvious God. And if you can take care of your God at home, you will know how to lead to God. God has become human, and the very very obvious human who can relate to. Otherwise, you generally You find a guru and you don't believe in. But the mother is someone, a human, which you can easily believe that, oh, she has been godly to you always. And that is what you actually reflect in someone else or yourself to actually make your way towards God, towards your soul. Eighth one is unified consciousness, unified integrated consciousness will lead to God. If you see different people as different entities, see them as different from yourself, have comparisons in your mind, you like them, you dislike them, and based on your convenience, etc. Actually, you are not going towards your soul. So, what this one thing which is going to be yours is the unified consciousness. If you can see them, unified at the primordial level, that God has never become two. This feeling, this thought will always be with you and will be helpful to you. The unified consciousness that everything is one is a very good thought to have. And if you are well established in it, it is not going to leave you. Like other things that I said, right? 5 things I said. This unified consciousness, right? And this comes from knowledge. And this knowledge is, when you get it, you will see that unified consciousness, that it's not about just human beings. It's about the unification of the inside and outside, both. So whatever is there is inside is also there outside. So as within as the outside. So if you have this awareness, if you have this knowledge, it will be easier for you to go towards the truth, and that's the ultimate God. The last thing I would say is the love yourself. Your soul. You have to fall in love with yourself. Celebrate every aspect of your existence. There is nothing that has been wrong with you ever since you were born. And you would have fallen sick, etc. Analyze that. But then a complete entity was born, even with there was some defect in your body, but then the rest is all there to work for you. You should know how to leverage it. You should know how to activate it and use the power of your existence. Love yourself. You are actually carrying all the impressions of your mind, which actually you gotten from the past, from life experiences, etc. You should know how to segregate them. You should know how to draw upon good things, and make sure you don't believe others when they say you are not good for anything. You are good for many things. Even if you're not good for anything, please continue loving yourself. Your life, your existence is the most powerful thing, most magical thing that has happened to you. So cherish that, celebrate it. I hope you will remember these 10 things for your life. If you want me to repeat it, here it goes. Build and groom your family. Build your own home. Come back home mentally, fully. Love your home like your family member. Take care of it. Love your good memories and recall them periodically. Mind is your best friend. Train it. Help it. It will help you back. Mother is an obvious God. Worshipping that God will take you to the ultimate God. Unified consciousness will lead to the God. Have this understanding. Everything is one. God has never become two. Universe and the illusion are both physical and mental, and they help you go towards the ultimate knowledge. Love yourself unconditionally. You don't need anything to love yourself. Just fall in love with you. Your own nature is something which will give you all the bliss. Get established in your nature and enjoy your life. Thank you.